Hey y'all, this video is going to be an introduction, quick and dirty, to conduct disorder, what it is, what it can lead to, why we care, that sort of thing. Conduct disorder is similar to the oppositional defiant disorder, which we talk about in a different video. Where you have these defiant individuals who don't respect authority, that sort of thing. However, conduct disorder is almost to another level, to a meta level above ODD, in that it involves this inherent violation of the rights of others. So this isn't just like repeating no, like a broken record to your mom when she says go to bed. This is like where you're seeking your mom out and hitting her with something, or like where you're setting animals on fire, or you're hurting people, hurting things, breaking things, stealing things. You're violating the basic rights of other people. You're violating social norms. In oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD, you don't really see that. You just see these normal children who don't respect authority, won't listen to directions, that sort of thing. These conduct disorder kids will go out of their way to cause problems. It's a lot of times the definition includes words like repetitive, pervasive behavior that violates the basic rights of others. And why do we care? Well, we care, with children we can control them pretty well. We can deal with them for the most part. But these kids, and this is very popular for board questions, but these kids have a high propensity of turning antisocial. Antisocial personality disorder, and this is something, basically the only difference between these two is that conduct disorder is less than 18 years old, whereas antisocial is greater than 18 years old. So this is when we're talking about adults, and this is where you see a lot of criminals or people on the news for doing things, criminals who violate the rights of others, whether it's through assault or whatever it may be. A lot of them suffer from antisocial personality disorder, and they more than likely have a history of conduct disorder when they were children. Antisocial is kind of a misleading term because we use it a lot in our vernacular, like, oh, he's being antisocial because he's not talking to people, and that can throw you off for boards. Remember that that's not really a correct use of that word antisocial. Antisocial in this context means violating the rights of others, and you're an adult. Etiologies of these disorders, there's a strong genetic proponent. So if your parents have antisocial personality disorder, then you have a much higher chance of having it yourself. Another thing is sadly, we see these disorders spawn out of physical or sexual abuse during childhood. So that's where you hear about, well, this criminal was abused as a child, or this man was sexually assaulted by somebody when he was a kid, and now he himself is a sexual offender, that sort of thing. So there's a genetic proponent, and there's a environment. Nature and nurture play a role here. Strong correlations there. Let's see. Another thing that these disorders, antisocial personality disorder if you're above 18, and conduct disorder if you're younger than 18, there's a strong correlation also with drug use. Now there's a variety of treatments and therapy options for people like this. The big key here is to identify it and get the help when you can. And that's an introduction to conduct disorder and the personality disorder can lead into, which is antisocial. That's huge for boards. One love.